Good afternoon. I'm David Pennington. I'm the Fire Chief of the City of Springfield Fire Department. Wanted to bring you up to date on events that occurred at Springfield Lake Dam on Sunday. Before I begin, though, I would like to pass along our condolences to the family and friends of those that were involved in this horrible accident on Sunday. We certainly in our thoughts and prayers as we continue to work with responders to bring their family members home, as well as all who responded to this emergency and those who continue our rescue and recovery efforts on the site. So approximately 4:15 in the afternoon on Sunday, the fire department received a dispatch for a water rescue emergency at Springfield Lake at the dam. Reports were that we had as many as 4 persons go over the spillway at the dam during flood conditions, which is a very dangerous thing. We arrived to find 1 person in the water who was visible to responders, and we responded consistent with our training and our response procedures for a water rescue below the dam. During that operation, we were able to effect a rescue, to rescue 1 person, and unfortunately during that effort, our boat capsized, which put our responders in the water. Our rescue company and other members of the fire department responded, were able to rescue all of our water rescue team members as well as the person whom we had rescued. They were all safely removed from the water and transported to the hospital. I'm happy to report that all who were involved have been released and are home recovering. Since that time, we've moved from a rescue operation to a recovery effort. The water conditions, thankfully, we've received a bit of a break with the weather where the water is going down, which is allowing us to throw extensive amount of resources towards the recovery effort. Today, there's approximately 40 members from 7 different agencies who are there working, performing efforts from the water onshore and in the air with our drone program, to include our highway patrol partners who are currently diving in certain areas adjacent to the dam. We will continue this operation until weather conditions force us to change our mode of operation, or we bring all of the family members home. Certainly wish to express my appreciation to all of the partners who have assisted us in this operation. It's been a very difficult and dangerous effort, but we are determined to return our family members to their loved ones. Shortly before I came, I was able to make contact with the family to let them know that we have recovered 1 of the members. They have been removed from the site, and they are coordinating with the Springfield Police Department and the medical examiner's office on what happens next. As I mentioned, we'll continue to remain on scene until dark this evening, unless weather conditions change such where it's not safe to continue. We'll evaluate the efforts for tomorrow with pending weather, and certainly the weather they're getting upstream that affects our ability to search. So we'll provide an additional update before the end of the day of what we anticipate will occur tomorrow or later in the week if we've not located all of those who are missing. I'm happy to take brief questions from the audience. Yes, sir.
Social media had been circulating that the 4 people that needed rescuing was allegedly a mother and 3 young children. Have you found anything to substantiate that? Do you have any details on the person that you did recover today?
Yeah, I don't have any details that I can share, and certainly out of respect for the family, I'm not going to share the information that I do have. My understanding is that they all are related, and that's probably where I'll leave that. Other questions?
Can you talk about where the person that has been recovered was found?
They were in the immediate area. We're on the downstream side of Lake Springfield where it goes into the James River. They were located on the river side of the dam, of course, approximately a quarter of a mile less than from the dam's face to where we recovered them. Water conditions have dropped probably 6 to 8 feet over the last 24 hours. So areas that we had been searching are additional areas are now visible to us that we've not seen before now. Yes, sir.
And the little girl that was in the hospital, I understand she's still there. Can you give us an update on her condition?
I cannot. I don't have that information. Yeah.
Are you able to tell us what kind of equipment these four were using? Was it a kayak? Was it a canoe? Or was it inflatable tubes? Can you tell us any of that?
I've been given some information, but again, that's not information that I can share with you. I don't have that verbatim. Our focus at this point was the rescue and now the recovery efforts. The type of craft involved is really not pertinent to me.
Was there a craft?
I don't know. My understanding is they may have been in boats, but again, that's not been the focus of my effort from the time that I arrived as the commander until now. Our efforts have been on search, not on the investigation that will be part of what the police department will provide.
Did they go over the dam, or were they on the other side of the dam to begin with?
They went over the dam.
Thank you.
Well, and you mentioned that they're all related. Are they all locals? Are they from the Springfield area?
I can't answer that question. I don't have that information for you. Yes, ma'am.
Can you talk about what it takes to prepare for a rescue like this?
Sure. This is an extremely dangerous, extremely complex rescue. Our water rescue team members are extremely well trained. They're very well equipped. We, in fact, have training for this very scenario, to include the secondary rescue which occurred when we had an issue with our boat. So our members are trained to the technician level for water-based rescue and flood response. They're experts at what they do. The rescue company and members of the technical rescue team who were present, who affected the secondary rescue, are also experts at what they do. Certainly extremely proud of them. But this is the culmination of thousands of hours of training, lots of preparation, and understanding the conditions that they're working in. We train for this very scenario.
Are you able to say what disabled the boat? I heard some people, saw comments online, people saying that there was a rope that might have got caught up in the prop. Is that true?
Yeah, I know that the boat lost propulsion. The follow-on investigation about facts of how that occurred has not occurred. We just recovered that boat yesterday. We'll follow that up. Again, my focus and our focus right now is on the recovery of family members. Last question.
Last question. Can you speak to some of the complexities of trying to, do this recovery process? You guys rescued a juvenile on Sunday, and that person's still in the hospital, like you mentioned, that you can't speak to their condition. But obviously that person's gonna have some information as to, who they were with, things like that. Is the fact that, I don't know if you guys were able to get information from that person, or maybe they're still recovering, does that add a layer of difficulty when you're, searching for 3 people and there may be little information about them?
Yeah, I think we do have the information necessary to conduct the search. That's certainly not the point of this press conference. So again, I'm not gonna share that information. It's out of respect for the family. A family has lost 4 family members, right? So our priority is protecting that family, treating them with respect. We have the details that are necessary through our partners, and that will facilitate the rest of our search and recovery efforts. So thank you all for your time. You can expect an additional briefing probably by the end of the day. I would say we'll shoot for 5 o'clock, just so you have that additional information. Should something occur, you can look for a press release from the Office of Public Information and Civic Engagement through Quora. Thank you for your time.
Can you say, how old is the juvenile?
I don't know.